Alright, cool. So, hi, been, I mean, it's been a little while since I've done a solo stream where it's just me talking to myself. But, I really wanted to show off this because I would have streamed this new PTB earlier if it weren't for the fact that I had work today. It's now 1 in the morning, and I do have work again in the morning. So this will probably have to be a short stream, or recording, whatever you want to call it. Uh, but this is really cool. I saw the trailer, and I saw Otsudarva's video because I was too impatient. So I will at least talk a little bit about some of the perks and survivors. We have a twunk. I don't even like saying that word. It felt gross saying it. He does kind of resemble the entity, but maybe he's like gay brother. His flashier older brother. He looks kind of cool though. Looks kind of mystic. Uh, his perks. What's his name? His name is Vittorio Toscano. Toscano. Vittorio Toscano, probably. That's how you say it. That was just my mom. She wanted to check up on me because I haven't eaten dinner and yeah, doesn't matter. So Vittorio Toscano. Vittorio has endlessly wandered through the fog, attempting to learn its secrets for ages. His personal perks, potential energy, Fogwise, and quick gambit allow him to store generated progress to use later. Reveal the killer's location after a great skill check and give others a speed boost while pairing. So that's a pretty good synopsis on what the perks do, because I do know what they do. Uh, so it seems him looking like he's related to the Observer. Wait, did I say the Entity earlier? The Entity's brother? No, I meant the Observer. He looks a bit like the Observer. That's what I meant to say. So I'm gonna level him up a bit. Hopefully I can get him a little bit higher level before. Oh. Well, we're going as baby then. We got some clones. Cool beans. We got a Hattie perk. I am not gonna click ready because I need to level them up. Okay, now I at least have 2 perk slots. He had a bug in his neck apparently. So where's that interesting perk? His own. Oh, it's brown. So this perk allows you to see the killer after you get a great skill check, and this one basically allows you to store progress you have, I'm so high. That's a cool name. The perk I selected allows you to store progress that you have, earned from doing one generator and place it on another. I do know, I have seen the knight's ability in play, but I have not, like, it's different when you do it. I know that for certain. But I am excited because I am excited because I did say, like, when I thought when I heard that they were doing a For Honor when I heard that they were doing a For Honor collaboration, I was like, okay, but you really need to lean hard into horror then, because it's supposed to be a scary, at least scary-ish game. There he is. Got a main building. So yeah, they had to lean into horror if they were going to do For Honor. Okay, that guy is being chased. I never seen a brown perk before. They're always either yellow or store potential energy. Oh, I see him. See him in the distance there? I think the perk deactivates when you let go of the generator. I really like the vibe of this place. It looks more like Dark Souls than it does For Honor, which is great, because that's exactly what I wanted. I always thought if they ever did a FromSoft collaboration, they really had to do either Bloodborne or Dark Souls, and this For Honor collaboration looks more like Dark Souls than it does For Honor, which is fantastic. I remember feeling personally gratified at work when I learned that knowledge. I do hope I'll get to use this perk. And cleanse his totem too, because I also know a little bit of the killer's perks, and I know one of them involves a dull totem. There's a symbol on his icon, I don't know what that means. Okay. I do like this dude, he looks pretty cool. I don't like the blue on him though, that's gonna give him away in the dark. I do know that this perk I have that lets you store generator progress. If you get hurt while you had it, oh, that's the Knight's perk. If you get hurt while you are storing progress with this perk, that progress goes away. Or at least a big portion of it goes away. So I want to find another another generator to potentially store it. Let's try this one. I've just been gen jockeying this round. I do want to explore more of this map because it looks awesome. Ah, fuck. These. Yeah, he's coming this way. Okay. He kicked it, but he didn't. So I saw what happened there. Oh shit. I'm stuck on a hay bale. Come on. No pallet? Yeah, it's a pallet. I'm gonna get shit on right now. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so I saw that. Damn, this killer would have been so cool to view blind. But I ruined it for myself because I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream tonight. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream tonight, so that's why I viewed it. I think that symbol might have to do with the perk that I just tried to use. I wonder if somebody will try to get me. It's here again. So yeah, what I've learned is that the killer's power, he can basically become a ghost and maneuver a himself and then summon a cooperator, a helper, someone within his little D&D group party. And then that party member will patrol the pathway he went as that ghost. Which is really good because the AI in this game is kind of, they tend to get stuck a lot and it's not that great. So it's kind of good that you get to control that AI like directly. It's kind of what Nemesis was lacking when he came out. So I'm glad they learned from that. And so okay, so the reason why I'm screaming, I know, is because of a perk the killer has that forces me to scream intermittently. And I have to find that perk, and that totem will continue to exist so long as I am hurt. So long as my memory serves me. Ah shit, I barely got to use that perk, dude. Okay, he's over there, dude. I think he did see me, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, he definitely saw me. I'm pretty good. Okay, dude. Alright, good. If you didn't catch me for that, I was gonna be upset at you. Okay, fine. Okay, that was one hex down. I'm on second stage now. Fang. Oh shit. Where is... Is this a vault? No, it isn't. This is a vault, though. Oh, this is stupid. This game needs to work on its obstacles because the little tiny things should not stop a fully grown man like this. Like a little pile of logs. Alright, I found it. I can leave. I'm on death hook and I'm hurt. I should leave. But I kind of want to explore a little bit more if I can. Get away from it. So it just seems like a really disheveled town. Alright, everyone else is leaving. Oof. Alright, we all made it up. Alright. Sir Bong Rip. He had no perks. Alright, thank you. Good. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, let me actually read his perk now. After working on a generator for 12 uninterrupted seconds, press the activability button, or X if you're on Xbox controller like me, to activate this perk. When this perk is active, repairing generator will charge this perk instead of making generator progress. For each 1.5% of generator repair, the perk will gain a token, up to 20. So, the longer you it will stop increasing the generator's progress and instead increase a separate bar according to this perk. While this perk has at least one token, you are working on a generator. While this perk has at least one token and you are working on a generator, you can press X to consume all the tokens and instantly make the generator progress by 1 for each token. Then this perk then deactivates. Okay, so yeah, it fills up a separate meter according to this perk, and then you can just dump that progress onto another generator, or maybe even onto the same one. If you lose a health state while this perk has at least one token, so any progress at all, the perk will lose all tokens and deactivate. Missing a skill check will also result in this, in some charges lost. So if you get hurt, you lose everything, and if you miss a skill check, you lose some. But I don't know how much. It doesn't say. When you have a killer's attention, you know how to keep it. When you are chased within 24 meters of any generator, any other survivor working on that generator receives 6% speed boost. Or I think probably 8% or more. This is like not very... I can see this being useful for maybe Swifts, group friends that are playing together. But solo play, maybe not so much. It's okay. It's not bad. This is kind of gimmicky, but that's okay. I like gimmicks. Fogwise. In your countless years in the fog, you've seen it all, and when you're focused, you can remember most of it. Hitting a gray skill check while repairing a generator reveals the killer's aura to you for 4 seconds. That's pretty good for solo play. I mean, if you just want information, then that's a good perk. It's decent. I like it. It's very, very simple, but useful. So this is a veteran of the fog. Apparently he's like supernaturally old. He's been like somehow trapped into the fog and can't get out. So why is he facing a group of old-timey knights then? Alright, now let's get a look at you. Oh, I'm in love. He's so cool, dude. Man, imagine the skins on him. He's got these weird like tassels coming out of his eye holes. I don't know what that is though. If you can make him any more creepy, any darker looking. Once again, look at Dark Souls for inspiration. Use it. Make him look as fucked up of a knight as you can. Give him like an enchanted armor costume where like there's nobody inside the suit. Alright, what are your own perks first? Because we're gonna need to level you up a bit first. I know your queue time is gonna take a lot longer. I'm gonna at least get you up to level 5, and then we'll start queuing. Because that's just the nature of new PTBs. Everyone wants to see what's new with Hippity Hoppity. So he's got some add-ons too, but I haven't really seen any of them. I hardly really know what his power is. I know the idea of it because I've seen it once, but like that's hardly anything. I think the little, like these things, the little pillars next to him, I think that's supposed to represent his guards. Because this is a killer that is also 3 other killers. More so than Legion. Legion has that in his lore, but not mechanically. Like, if you play as any other Legion member, it's just like playing one person. But this guy, you are using your entire crew at once. Or not your entire crew, but like you can see the rest of them. You can play as the rest of them, including this guy. I wanna see if I can get a Mori for this guy. I've also seen the Mori, and I wish I didn't, because it's really good. Or, it's not like super complicated. I guess it's kind of straightforward, but it's also like just good. I've also kind of been wanting like a dark fantasy knight-like killer for a while. Ah shit, I was gonna get that one. So you really have to go after those perks if you want them. Can I just get a Mori? Ah, it was right there. Fuck me. Alright, actually look before we start buying hobby. Got an iridescent. And no way out. I have at least one more, but it's not very Cypress Mori. It's a Cypress Mori, so it's not really going to be useful unless I kill. Oh, there's an ebony. Let's get it. We're beaming. All right, fuck it, we ballin'. Let's freaking go now. They really want me to get Terminus. No. Alright, maybe we'll leave it at that for now. Alright. So let's actually read his power. The Knight alone is a terrifying monster in the battlefield, but with his loyal guards, he is nearly unstoppable. Together, the Guardia Campania fights for their own freedom, killing anyone who gets in their way. Guard Summon. Press the power button to activate Guard Summon mode. Once activated, move around to create a patrol path. That's what I was talking about. While in Guard Summon mode, you can aim at a generator in progress, a down pallet, or a breakable wall and tap the attack button. This will summon a guard to complete a break action in the selected object. So you can also use them to break shit. That's good. I like that. You can also tap the power button to drain the power gauge completely to end guard summon mode. This will summon a guard who will follow the patrol of the created path. That will follow the created path. They gotta fix that wording. There are 3 guards that are summoned in the same order each time. The Carnifex, who can break or damage objects faster. The Assassin, who moves faster during the hunt. I guess that means chasing someone. And the Jailer, who patrols longer and is better at detection. So we got a guy who breaks things faster, a guy who chases faster, and a guy who patrols longer and has a wider detection range. So they have specific usefulness, but I don't think you can just like bring up a skill tree and like pick who you want. I think it's like in order. Like first that guy, then the next guy, then the other guy. While a guard is patrolling, he can spot and detect survivors. If a survivor is detected, the guard will move to their location, leave a standard on the ground, and start hunting the survivor for a set amount of time. The survivor can escape a guard by unhooking another survivor, grabbing the standard, or surviving till the hunt timer ends. So the chase only lasts for a little bit of time, and they can do some things to end it prematurely. If the survivor is successfully attacked by the guard or the knight, the guard will disappear. When a guard downs the survivor, the knight receives killer instinct. Okay. So it's all about manipulating your buddies. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. This is good. We like this. Alright. This is his perk. Face the darkness. You make an example of one of your victims, forcing their allies to become awed by your power. Injuring a survivor by any means lights a dull totem, activating this perk and hexes that survivor. While the hex is active, all other survivors outside your terror radius will scream intermittently, revealing their auras for 2 seconds each time. That's kind of minimal. Maybe increase it to 3 or 4. Well, actually, maybe not, because you can kind of combine this with Lethal Pursuer. And 4 seconds isn't a lot anyway. Other survivors can also see the aura of the cursed survivor for 10 seconds. Like right when they are cursed, I guess? When they're hurt. When the survivor enters the dying state or becomes healthy, the hex totem becomes dull again and this perk deactivates. So it's a temporary perk. This perk is permanently disabled once its hex totem is cleansed. Nowhere to hide. The machinations of the weak and craven draw your ire. Your anger forces survivors to reveal themselves. Whenever you damage a generator, reveal the aura of all survivors standing within 24 meters of your position for 4 seconds. That is great. That is really good. I think I remember Ots saying this is a nurse's wet dream. And I can see why. Does this also count if I... Oh, I got a game. Does this also count if one of my guards kick it or not? Does it have to be me? And lastly, hubris. Whenever you are stunned by a survivor, that survivor suffers from exposed for 10 seconds and has a 20-second cooldown. No, let's play without add-ons first. Let's get a feel for how it goes. Traded blade, town watch torch, lightweight greaves, flint and steel, blacksmith's hammer, broken hilt, battle axe head, alarms. I hope we get that map again. But at least from the sound of it, this killer, this all seems cool. I like the aesthetics of it. I think I'm gonna summon a guy. Alright. Detect anyone, buddy? Nope. Being an unsuccessful killer right now. I guess you should kind of want them to patrol generators. Remember, you can also use them to kick generators too. And break stuff. Nice. You didn't really have much else to go. Alright, control that while I... So the key guy hunts for longer and has a wider detection range. Dude. This map? Whoa. Did you see someone, dude? They're in there, I see him. I think he dead-hearted. That hardly even looks like a pallet. Ah, fuck. Stop. Stop. Okay. He sees someone. Go get him. Oh, he's so awesome. He's so cute. Why? I want to know why she had armor. Good night. Make sure no one is being a B word while we do that. Oh, he uses the hilt. Uses the pommel of his sword when he's carrying someone. Anybody? No one. They're all far away. This map looks awesome, and I love it. However, it might be too big. I know they're in here. Go get them, dude. Alright. You might have done a loop-de-loop on me. Are these breakable doors or not? I know what that icon does now. I know what that icon does now. It means they're being hunted by one of my ghosts. Good night. Alright, for this map, barbecue and chili is a must. Let's try kicking it. No? Oh, that gen had no progress. That's why I'm kicking. Silly. Ah, fuck. Hey, ass butt. How's it going? Sticky. Oh, but I love him though. Alright, you can patrol that area. Make sure no one ever comes by to open that gate. Oh, I see. Try to get her. Ah, but that gate's almost open. stop bullying me. I don't like this shit. Fake. Fake and lame. Leave me alone, heathens. Ah, fuck me. Come on. Summon a ghost in you, though. Oh, okay. He's kind of a goofy looking run, though. Alright, I didn't kill anyone, but that was fun. I did enjoy that. Alright, I think I'll do one more game as him. But this time with add-ons. So, Tattered Tabard. Tattered Tabard. Say that 9 times fast. Increase patrol time for all guards by 6 seconds. Okay, that's immediately good. Decrease the amount of time it takes for a guard to complete their order action by 25. So like kicking or breaking. Increases the detection range for all guards on patrol by 6 meters. Okay. Increases guards' movement speed. That's fine. When cycling through summoned guards, the assassin appears twice in a row. Okay, that's more of a tactical choice. Increase the amount of time a guard will hunt a survivor by 4 seconds. Alright. When cycling through summoned guards, the jailer appears twice. Alright. Increases the length of a patrol path by 10 meters. And while creating the path, movement speed is increased. So the thing is, you move around very fast, but fine-tuning movement is kind of difficult. You move more like a missile than just a fast killer. So turning is kind of hard when you're creating a pathway. When cycling through summoned guards, the Carnifex appears twice in a row. I forget which one that is. When survivors escape guard hunts without being hit 3 times, the Knight gains undetectable. That's so specific. Why not just once? When a survivor escapes a guard hunt successfully, they suffer from the Oblivious status of plague. So these perks are they're like insurance perks, I guess. When a survivor is detected by a guard, the survivor suffers from blindness. That's not very good. What's the point of being blinded when you're probably gonna get downed? Guards inflict hemorrhage. That's okay. Guards inflict mangled. Okay, these are just status effects. After summoning the jailer, the knight's movement speed is increased 10% for 6 seconds. That's honestly really good. But obviously situational. After summoning the assassin, all survivors more than 36 meters from the guards in initial position scream. That might be pretty good for just finding people. Flint and Steel. After summoning the Carnifex, the knight can see the auras of survivors within 24 meters of unbroken pallets. That's not that good. You're as a killer, you're gonna know where most pallets are, because you either saw it happen or you got slammed in the face with it. When a survivor escapes a hunt by any means other than the flag, like capturing the flag, that survivor is hindered and exhausted. That's pretty good. Iridescent Company banner. Where this banner was raised, those who called themselves civilized ran and hid, because for all their codes and laws, they had nothing resembling actual strength. So this is the flag of get fucked. While a survivor is hunted by a guard, spikes block the exit for the hunted survivor. Block the exit. What does that mean? Like exit gates? When they vault, that vault location is blocked for all survivors for duration of the hunt, while creating a patrol path passing through vault locations will block these locations. So it gives you that trickster perk, like a the VIP one or something like that, but for your guards. That's not bad. Go back to the brown ones though. I don't really know. They're all okay. Let's see if we can get a Morian. And since we have nothing else to do, let's see his lore. Tarhos Kovacs didn't remember much about his childhood, but what he did remember, he would chase his entire life. He remembered the cries and screams in the village. He remembered his mother uh, forcing him to swallow a thick black fluid like medicine. He remembered collapsing to the hard floor only to awaken in a mass grave buried under a crush of bodies, with the sound of the village burning in his ears. He remembered pushing, pulling, and climbing to the top of the bloody mass, only to be seized by the death, destruction, silence, the indifferent and impenetrable silence. A high-pitched whine suddenly sounded in his ears, and his skin began to prickle as he realized he was in the presence of something he couldn't possibly understand. And though he couldn't articulate what he was experiencing, he knew it wasn't pain, grief, or fear. It was something else, something closer to awe. As Tarhos tried to make sense of the moment, he didn't notice the men who approached him from behind. He didn't even react when they carried him off to a horse-drawn buggy and locked him up in a small wooden cage with other slaves. He just stared at the scene, mesmerized. So, a bit of a Michael Myers moment. And even as they rode away, telling him he was headed for Italy, Tarhos stared through the wooden cracks with eyes wide open and a heart wanting to understand what could not be understood. From that day on, Tarhos belonged to the Guardia Campania, where he trained under Kadir Hakim. There he learned to wield weapons, forge armor, and recite a code of chivalry to obediently serve those who would employ his services. As the years passed, Tarhos made a few friends amongst the hostile and competitive mercenaries, but his skill, strength, and smarts attracted a small following who believed his courage brought them luck in battle, and that one day he would help them earn their collective freedom. 3 of his followers pledged their undying allegiance to Tarhos and came to be known as the Faithful Three, his pack. Alejandro Santiago, apprenticed with the Guardia Campania's armorer. Durkos Malasek showed an aptitude for stealth and silent kills. Sander Ralt matched Tarhos in size and strength, his weapon of choice a massive battle axe. As the Guardian Campania carried out campaigns in faraway lands, Tarhos dispatched countless enemies. Years passed, blood flowed, and yet all that killing still didn't bring Tarhos closer to what he had experienced in his village. Nevertheless, for his bravery in battle, Tarhos was granted knighthood and freedom. The Hungarian slave was now liberated, his brutality rewarded, through his heart still longed, though his heart still longed for something else, something he could not name or describe. Tired of taking orders from those he considered his inferiors, Tarhos left the Guardian Campania to strike out on his own. Their leader, however, refused to release his followers. Determined to raise enough gold to liberate his followers, Tarhos found employment with a wealthy Italian lord, Vittorio Toscano. Oh, so that's why. That's the survivor. Okay. Vittorio Toscano was the duke of a of Portoscuro. Probably butchered that. Can't really say. Portoscuro. That was my best Italian accent. Don't judge me. He was also a scholar, a world traveler, and a collector of ancient knowledge that had been hidden by unknown cable of mystics. Tarhos joined Vittorio's latest expedition to find a fragment of a pillar from an ancient school lost to time. A stone Vittorio called the Lapis Paradisus, for he believed it held secrets to open a gateway into a perfect world beyond good and evil. So heaven? That's just death, my friend. The expedition searched Roman ruins in France and crossed the Pyrenees Mountains into Spain, where the path led to the catacombs beneath the Portuguese city of Sintra. The citizens there considered the catacombs sacred. Tarhos would have to kill the villagers guarding the entrance to retrieve the stone. Not wanting to shed blood, Vittorio commanded Tarhos to find another way, but Tarhos, who had seen most horrific acts committed under the guise of chivalry, refused to be dissuaded by pretenses of honor. You're a knight, dude. Is honor like part of your thing? Or I guess it's just a title for you. He waited for Vittorio to ride back to camp. Okay. I get it, game. I was kind of enjoying the story. Boone bathtub toaster. Oh, that's so good. I love that. Alright, well, I got a game, so I can't read anymore. Beef tallow mixture. Tremendously increases the chance of being sent to the decimated Borgo when burned. So that's just the map that we always get. I'm pretty sure you have a higher likelihood of getting the new map whenever you're in PTB. Why is it green? Alright, so we gotta record this. Because this is a pretty good Mori. Although I will probably not... Unless I camp, I probably won't... probably won't get a... someone to death hook. This is a really cool map, though. So survivors are going to spawn really far away from me. I have, like... My footsteps sound like I'm walking on pure metal, which I am. I see them. Go ahead, hunt that guy while I hunt this guy. Okay, so the other guy got hurt too. My buddy hurt him. Cool. We love progress. Order. Break this. pile that needs to not exist. Oh, hubris did go off. So no, I don't need to be the one to kick the gen. Ah, shit. So this pallet's kind of unsafe, so we don't need to break it. That one though is. Come on, dude. Fuck. Alright, well, this is taking too long. I need to do something else. Fuck. Get back here. The other one first. Yep, that's why you get the other one first. Oh, you apparently cannot see survivors when you are. Good. Walk through me. Good. Alright, he didn't see anyone while patrolling. It's fine. But little Michaela there better not get her pretty little ass up. Good. You're coming with me, kitten. So next up is the assassin on my little hit list. Any auras? Yes. Alright. Get absolutely nated on, son. A lot of them are hurt. I feel like I'm getting a lot of value out of this. Oh, but my guy over there needs some assistance. Oh, fuck me. There we go. I think I went in there. I think he's above me. Thought there was someone there. I think pain resonance would be really good on this guy. That and maybe eruption, since you can kind of. She's probably gonna jump downs. You don't want to walk into that guy, do you? Well, his patrol's almost done. Except, I know you want to see him. You think you're cute? here soon. Unless there's a pallet. Yes, there is. Of course there is. Just patrol around here, around this barn. While I get hurt. You're probably not gonna find anyone, but still. Hey, bitch. Oh, look at you. Well, hey. Break this shit. Lame-o. Protect her. Go get the other guy, bro. I don't know what the horn means. Does that mean they got the flag? I'm kind of kicking ass this run. Thought he was in there for some reason. Patrol this area while I go the other way. Thank you, good sir. Bitch face. No. No twunks here. Not allowed. No, broski. I think I know where they are. So they are there. And there. Go get him, buddy. They're gonna want to go around there. Shit. See no one? Yep, they're in there. They're over there. Hey, hoe bag. Me and my boys have plans for you. this way. You should. Oh, did you just want to do that, dude? What a lame-o. He got in the locker just to stun me. That was a better game, though. I didn't get a Mori. I think I'll finish the guy's story and then I'll call it because I do work in the morning. So where was I? Uh, Citizens there considered the catacomb sacred. Taros, who had seen the most perfect guy's chivalry, thrown in his grasp. Uh, he refused to be persuaded by presence of honor. He waited for Vittoria to ride back to camp. Then, with a mighty roar, he pushed forward, cutting a path of blood and gore into the darkness until he had stone in grasp. Upon returning to the town of Portoscuro, a Tarhos imprisoned Vittorio in his own dungeon, demanding to know the meaning behind the symbols etched in stone. When Vittorio refused to talk, Tarhos brutally tortured his friends and relatives and made horrific displays of their bodies in the streets. Lovely. But nothing he did shook Vittorio's resolve to keep the secrets of stone from Tarhos. Enraged, Tarhos seized control of Vittoria's riches and raised a small army. Within months, Tarhos fearlessly marched upon Guardia Campania, uh, decimating their barracks, freeing his followers, cutting down his enemies like twigs, and collecting their righteous heads for his growing displays of valor. In time, several lords in neighboring provinces believed Tarhos was the very embodiment of evil. They banded together to create a moral and virtuous army to purge evil from Portoscuro. Tarhos ignored their threats. He viewed the lords as cowardly, who cloaked their greed and ambition in laws, codes, and platitudes. Laws and codes and platitudes designed to hide from the very darkness Tarhos embraced and is accepted without judgment. But as enemies on the march, Tarhos headed towards the dungeons to give Vittorio the death he deserved. He refused to afford him with even the slightest hope of rescue. With dark intentions, he entered a small prison, wound his way into the bowels of the earth, and pushed through a torchlit corridor. He hesitated for a moment, realizing he would never learn Vittoria's knowledge of secrets, but neither would anyone else. That was good enough for him, and so he unlocked and kicked open the dungeon door. Two quick strides brought him to an empty, rat-infested chamber. Tarhos stood silent for a moment, then a roar of indignation burst out his lungs as the sounds of battle suddenly reverberated through the town. Instantly, he stumbled through the corridor, rushed up the twisting stairs, vaulted out of the moonlit doorway, and charged through pools of gleaming blood and viscera, smashing and shattering his way through the enemy. The moral and virtuous lords rained flaming boulders and tree trunks among the town, bursting through homes, crushing villagers like worms, pounding the ground and igniting stacks of hay and piles of lumber into massive tongues of fire. Amidst the carnage and chaos, the pack found Tarhos and back to back. Uh, back to back they became a whirlwind of death. Some believed their courage gave them luck. Others believed them something otherworldly protected them. Whatever it was, they alone felled dozens of warriors as easily as stomping and crushing beetles. And as they butchered the enemy, Tarhos didn't notice a strange fog rising from the fallen corpses and clattering armor until he couldn't see 2 inches in front of him in any direction. Tarhos stumbled forward, groping in the thick fog, like the dark fluid his mother forced down his throat all those years ago. I don't know what that fluid is. His coordination and sense of direction was confused as he called out for his pack. How long he stumbled in the almost perfect darkness he didn't know. But suddenly, the fog dissipated to reveal a phantasmal wasteland of rotting bodies, burning villages, and great crumbling towers leaning drunkenly on the horizon. He stared in awe. A familiar high-pitched whine sounded in his ears, and his skin began to prickle. He stood transfixed, realizing by some incredible chance his heart had found exactly what it had been searching for. He didn't need Vittorio, he didn't need the stone. He had found his paradise. He had found the beauty and horror. He had found the sublime. So he's just a really evil guy. Or, yeah, basically. What's the survivor's lore? Born to Alberto and Caterina Toscano in 1343, Vittorio Toscano was the youngest of three and third in line to inherit his family's land. At age 15, his father sent him to train with Ettore Fabrizio, the same knight who trained his older brothers in the military arts. But Vittorio didn't take to combat training the way his brothers did. As a student of philosophy, he believed physical violence to be the last refuge of the incompetent. Infuriated by Vittorio's pacifism, Fabrizio ordered one of the pages to attack him. Vittorio dodged and blocked the blows but refused to fight back. When his enraged opponent lunged, Vittorio parried. His attacker tripped, falling on his own dagger. He bled out in less than a minute, and Vittorio threw down his sword, swearing never to pick it up again. Since Vittorio demonstrated an aptitude for scholarship, his frustrated father sent him to study with his uncle Renzo. Besides being the Duke of Portoscuro, Renzo was also a scholar and collector of rare artifacts. Under Renzo's tutelage, Vittorio focused his studies on lost civilizations and ancient history. He researched forgotten tomes and became an expert on the philosophy and wisdom of ancient secret societies and obscure guardians of knowledge. Sounds like a cool guy. Guardians present Guardians present in almost every century and culture. Guardians that went by manifold names depending on the time and region they were said to be from another dimension. A perfect world. He collected anything on watchers, keepers, guides, masters, observers. Vittorio's research revealed these guardians acted as gatekeepers of advanced and arcane knowledge that would gradually help humanity transcend to a higher plane of existence. He theorized the observers waited for humanity to acquire wisdom before releasing knowledge that otherwise would lead to their self-destruction. Slowly, these observers found ways to inspire humanity with knowledge that would stimulate growth, understanding, and collective wisdom. Observers like the observer we have in the game. Vittorio adopted his Uncle Renzo's view that greed for money and power was the source of all conflict. His hope was that the lost knowledge of these gatekeepers might bring peace, harmony, and order to a violent world. At Vittorio's urging, Renzo mounted an expedition to find lost relics and artifacts from the ruins of antiquity. In Hungary, they discovered a bronze uh, dodecahedron that dated back to Roman times. In Asia, In Asia Minor, they uncovered a hidden tunnel beneath the obelisk of Theodosius, where they discovered stone tablets engraved in Akkadian cuneiform. They told the tale of a mysterious artifact split into three and scattered across the world. A clue led them to the ruins of Troy, where a secret chamber revealed a treasure trove of antiquities. The most precious was a piece of that mysterious artifact. Another clue led them to Isle of Rhodes, where a hidden cave held the second part of that same relic. In Delphi, under the Temple of Apollo, Vittorio discovered the third piece on a black marble altar. Engravings of the altar showed a map of Crete and a star over the Palace of Minos. Deep in the labyrinth below the ruins of the palace, Vittorio discovered a place to put the key created by the three relics. Ancient machinery came to life. A stone wall slid open, revealing a hidden vault. Renzo and Vittorio entered and found a white marble wall inscribed with what seemed to be a form of Sanskrit. The message warned of a cult that sought to corrupt humanity with knowledge it wasn't ready for. The Black Hand, the cult of the entity. They had hunted down the observers and imprisoned them. But before being imprisoned, the observers had hidden artifacts around the world with secret knowledge about this dark force and how to stop it from destroying the world. The message on the wall also spoke of a stone from an ancient school that held the secrets of traveling between planes of existence. Vittorio, believing the stone held the key to finding the observers or their perfect world, called the stone Lapis Paradisus. As they exited the vault, Renzo stepped on a black serpent. The serpent sank its fangs into Renzo's leg and disappeared as quickly as it appeared. Appeared. Fuck. The venom spread fast, and within minutes, he passed away. As Renzo's only heir, Vittorio inherited his estate, his library, his title, and his vast fortune. Determined to honor his uncle and help humanity transcend its weakness, greed, and cruelty, he knew he had to find the Lapis Paradisus and free the observers if they were still alive. In 1391, Vittorio mounted an expedition. He employed a mercenary knight to aid in the effort and offer protection. Formerly a member of the Guardia Campania, Tarhos Kovacs feared no man or beast. Vittorio's explorations and discoveries eventually led them to the heavily guarded catacombs beneath the Portuguese city of Sintra. If the expedition wanted to enter, they would have to kill those who guarded it. Vittorio had no wish to shed blood and told Tarhos to find another way, and we know how that went. Tarhos defied Vittorio and by the end of the day had him in irons. When they returned to Italy, Tarhos locked Vittorio in a dungeon and began a campaign of torture in Portoscuro, promising to stop when he revealed the meaning behind the stone. Within weeks, Tarhos grew tired of torturing the townsfolk, and Vittorio was left to rot in the dungeon with no one to talk to but the rats. In his solitude, he scratched the symbols from the Lapis Paradisus onto the stone floor. He attempted countless sequences while imagining a world like paradise. And just when he was about to surrender to hunger and despair, he tried one last sequence while meditating on a world of endless peace and compassion. At first he thought he had failed. He gasped with the last of his strength as the rats approached menacingly, preparing to feast on his defeated sallow flesh. Then suddenly a cold, unnatural black fog rose from the stone floor, and within moments he heard cries of anguish and crows circling above him. With difficulty he clambered to his feet and found himself in another world. Not the paradise he expected. Well, that sucks, bro. You seem cool, though. You're like the polar opposite of your killer. That man is like cruelty incarnate. He just wants bloodshed and horror. And you want the exact opposite. You're sort of a mage, kind of, and a scholar, and he's pretty much just a brute. You seem like a cool guy. And this For Honor chapters I like a lot. I do like the more Dark Souls-ish aesthetic. If they lean into it even heavier with like some of the skins, that would be amazing. I do like the killer's power. It's like a high skill ceiling, and you can get really good at it if you know what you're doing. I still don't know everything about it though, like how to use it. That requires practice. Uh, Survivor's perks are both. Two of the Survivor's perks are pretty simple. One is extremely gimmicky, but okay. The Killer's perks are honestly kind of eh. They're okay. They're not bad. This is a good one. Damage generator reveals auras. Getting stunned means they're exposed. That's okay. Both these are okay. They're fine. And this makes them intermittently scream so long as they're hurt, and it will continue so long. They'll intermittently scream so long as they're outside of your terror radius and are hurt. This one is probably the least useful. It has potential if you can find a good build centered around this, like maybe modern abuse or something. Hubris. I don't know who that'd be good for. It's just okay. Pair that with enduring and spirit fury. That'd be terrifying. Nowhere to hide is pretty much almost exclusively for uh, really high tier nurses and blights. Potential energy. Yeah, this one's pretty gimmicky. You you gain token. You press a button and it fills up a meter separate from the generator repair progress, and you can store that progress and put it onto another generator, with the risk of losing some progress if you fail skill checks or get hurt. Completing a great skill check means you can see the killer's aura. Other people can do generators faster so long as you are being chased. So long as you are being chased within 24 meters of that gen that they're working on. That one's kind of, I could see Swifts using that and like making some kind of grand plays with that. That's pretty good for solo players, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's not a lot of progress, I don't think. I could be wrong, but it's okay. It could be useful. Like maybe if the killer, maybe if you 3-gen or something. But yeah, I really like this chapter. I was kind of afraid I wouldn't, but with just how aesthetically dark it is, I'm pretty pleased. And with that, it is now almost 2:30 in the morning, and I have work at the gym I now work at tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So I gotta get some sleep at some point. But I will see you guys later. Bye bye.